FC Barcelona are the most ruthless and most dominant team currently in Europe courtesy of Hansi Flick. The level of football played out by Barcelona cannot be matched by any other club in Europe's top 5 leagues. Neither Man City nor Real Madrid, no club currently plays as beautiful as Hansi Flick's Barcelona. But the question arises that how did Hansi Flick turn around the messy situation of Barcelona, who were humiliated by PSG in their home ground not too long ago and are in financial turmoil? Let us discuss how did Hansi Flick transform Barcelona into an unstoppable and ruthless force. Not too long ago FC Barcelona were humiliated by PSG in the quarter-finals of UEFA Champions League. The 4-1 defeat to PSG after blowing out a 2-goals advantage over 2 legs was not just a sense of humiliation but also the siren for changes. Everyone knew that something had to change. Barcelona couldn't accept being knocked out of the Champions League like that and don't do anything. President Laporta knew he had to do something. He knew that if the club had to succeed, then there had to be some harsh decisions being taken. So it began with the sacking of Xavier Hernandez, who had just announced that he would be staying, but now he was shown the exit door by Laporta and company. This meant that FC Barcelona needed a new manager, and on came Hansi Flick, the savior of FC Barcelona. The initial days were tough for Hansi Flick. With almost zero movement in the transfer market, you can't blame anyone. The club is in financial turmoil. With almost no signings being made, Barcelona resorted to what they could do. La Masia. La Masia is in no need of an introduction. It is the biggest talent-producing academy of the world, the best in history, like Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Piqué, and many more have grown through the academy of La Masia and then conquered the world. Luckily, Hansi Flick knew that it would be hard to make any signings, so he was 2 steps ahead of everyone. Reports suggested that Hansi Flick had been looking and scouting the young talents of La Masia even before he started his tenure with the first team, and he succeeded in finding some of the best players that would exactly suit his style of play, namely Marc Benol, Marc Casado, Gil Fernandez. The history states that every time Barcelona were in trouble, a new generation of talents of La Masia always came to the club's rescue. Will the history repeat itself? FC Barcelona, along with the new manager Hansi Flick and his staff, began working on the team. They analyzed the entire team, its strengths and its weaknesses, but one thing that stood out of everything was the physical aspect of the team. No one was physically strong enough to play the style of football that Hansi Flick wanted to play. The staff also realized that FC Barcelona have lost most of their matches due to the physical aspect and not the technical aspect. As soon as they came to know the weakness, they started working on them. The tactics of Hansi Flick ball are very simple yet so effective. Hansi Flick likes to operate with a formation of 4-2-3-1, which is extremely fluid, allows players to roam freely in certain positions as long as they maintain the narrow width of the formation. The entire formation relies on the high backline and not to forget the gegenpressing. Those who don't know what gegenpressing is, it's basically a style of applying pressure of opponents which results in ball winning for the team, and if not possible to win the ball, it puts pressure on the team players, which results in loose passing. For example, Klopp plays the same style of football. The Hansi Flick ball is based on direct style of play and is notorious for bashing their opponents with the scoreline of 7-0. 4-1, and the most famous 8-2. Hansi Flick has been cooking so far with Barcelona and its players. The way they are playing football with such fluidity and directness, no one currently can compete with. They are ahead of Real Madrid and are in competition with Man City. Of course, the season has just begun, but this Barcelona is definitely a special team.